Reports from pharmaceutical companies in the late 1990s assured the medical community opioid pain relievers were not addictive and encouraged doctors to prescribe them at a great rate. In 2017, the HHS declared a public health emergency with more than 42,000 opioid overdoses in 2016, with an estimated 40% of them from prescription opioids. As her storytelling model of motivational strategies level 3, Terry Ann is, for the first time, opening up about 10 years of opioid addiction and withdrawal. Please help me welcome Terry Ann Porter with her story, Addicted.
That morning in January 2006, I felt such self-loathing as I called my boss to say, I won't be returning to work. I had been working since I was 11 years old and raised to believe if you don't work, you are lazy. Yet I made the call. I had just come back from the ER, where treatment was given to try to relax and reduce the swelling in my back that made it so that morning I could not walk. Now I could shuffle a little, but I was tired of fighting through the pain. It had now been nearly 3 years of increased pain to the point there was little I could do. During this time, doctors had started me on a medication to help keep me moving. At first, it was a low dose of the opioid prescription Vicodin. Then slowly, the dosage increased because there would be little or no relief. Along with the medication, I was receiving shots in the spine, decompression therapy, exercise, more shots in the back, all to no avail. I struggled to continue to work as an IT department for a group of doctors. Once I got home from work, I would wrestle myself out of the car and then shuffle into the house. At the time, we lived in a split-entry home. I would get inside the house and cry as I stared at those stairs. How am I going to get up there? I would toss my laptop bag up to the landing and crawl up each step. Once on the landing, I would toss the bag up to the next level and repeat the process. Crawling continued to the bedroom, where I used the frame of the bed to pull myself up just enough to fall into the bed. All I could do was take medication and cry. Self-loathing, depression, feeling like a failure. I finally agreed to surgery and then was prescribed oxycodone. I didn't take the medication at regular intervals. I took it at night, hoping to get enough relief to get some rest, and whenever pain just became unbearable. The doctor advised me this was not good. It was not effective this way. I needed to take it regularly to keep it in my system. As if depression, feeling like a lazy failure, and continued pain were not enough, the medication clouded my mind to the point I couldn't think my way out of a paper bag if the top was open. My world was a heavy fog. I quit driving. I avoided gatherings with family and friends. The fogged mind hurt more than the physical pain. I often had trouble making simple decisions or remembering how to do everyday tasks. Fear set in. I was becoming afraid of everything. One day, I woke with extreme abdominal pain. It got bad enough Reed took me to the ER, fearing it was appendix. I was given pain medication. That offered no relief. A second dose was administered. The pain did not subside. I was sobbing now, begging the doctor, please give me more, give me something. He pulled up close to me by the bed, and in a very caring tone, he said, Terry Ann, the amount of pain medication I have given you already would put most people in a coma, and you are begging for more. My dear, you are addicted. You need to get off this medication. I would have preferred a cancer diagnosis. Addicted? That makes me an addict. But how? An addict takes drugs for a high. I never got any highs. An addict is someone taking illegal drugs. I'm taking a prescription from a doctor as prescribed. An addict is scrawny. With this man, I keep gaining weight. How can I be an addict? Now I find I am a depressed, lazy, addicted failure. I went to the doctor who prescribed the meds, and he had a solution. Fentanyl patches. This would provide consistent dosage. Just like the Vicodin, just like the Oxy, he kept upping the dosage until I was at a level given to stage 4 cancer patients. The fog continued. Depression and discouragement reigned. I don't know how. I don't know why. But one day, out of the blue, I declared, enough is enough. I want off these meds. They are not offering physical relief. They fog my mind. If I'm going to hurt, then at least give me back my ability to think again. When I told the doctor, he said he didn't think this was a good idea, but if I really wanted to, okay. And by the way, since I didn't want the medication anymore, I was no longer his patient. I found a doctor who would help me. It took nearly a year to wean completely off of those opioids. There were withdrawals. It wasn't pretty. And this is only a 5 to 7 minute speech, so you don't have to hear it. But my story does not end with a simple, I got unaddicted. Through encouragement from my amazing husband, who for some reason stayed with me through all of this, I received certification as a professional life coach, a business that allows me to work around my pain levels. I joined Toastmasters, where I found a rekindling of dreams I had lost many years ago, regaining self-confidence and improving my speaking and leadership skills. It even gave me the courage 2 years ago to speak directly to rocket scientist Maureen Zappala when she was keynote speaker at our training. When I reflect on that 10-year period, or I hear the word addicted, I still cringe. I hate that word. It brings up images of what I consider to be my utter failure. Yet that is part of my story, but not the end of the story. A new page is written every single day. The pages are filled with laughter, sorrow, pain, and sometimes gratitude the day is over. There is so much more to my story, and I cannot wait to see where it goes. Mr. Toastmaster,